Okay, so I thought I would give a detailed video on my racking system that you guys probably have heard a lot about. So it's with this shelf, primarily. It's a really narrow shelf. It was originally from this, which is a baby changing table, and I didn't install the front plate so that this tank would fit on it. And I converted it to a shelf, and I installed some metal plates with mounting tape, and I covered them with this weird contact paper stuff, which is supposed to be removable, but I won't remove it for aesthetic purposes. And these are my boxes. Let me just set it. Ignore the pizza box on my bed. I was eating pizza. So each Mantis is assigned a number, 143, 144, 145, and that corresponds to a spreadsheet. They all have a stick, a flower, and a rock. Let me see if I can... So that guy is on the roof there. I don't know if you can see him. They like to hang out on the front area in the roof. That guy's on his rock. They're really hard to get on camera because they're so spindly. And this guy's in the front. He's right there. Got some movement. And then the lid comes off. I don't want to lift it because they're on it. And then on the back, I have two magnets and holes that I've added with a, it was a soldering gun, it's just sharp on the end. So I use that to poke holes in this plastic, and I hot glued these magnets on. A cool benefit to these magnets is they develop condensation around them with any of the moisture in here, and so they constantly have a source of water, which is really nice. But it's not particularly humid in any of the tanks. That's part of what the flowers are for, to absorb excess moisture, and it makes it look a little nice. And so the backs of these stick right on the wall, which means when I stack them, I don't have to worry about them falling over. And they do sort of stack into each other. The magnets on the back also raise it off of the wall slightly to make sure that it can get airflow. So I have them stacked 9 high. At the moment, I have space for 81 mantises in the racking system. When I add the 4th column, that'll bring me up to 108, which is great because my first egg case hatched into 133 so far. Of those that are left, I've kept all of the ones that didn't make it in that cup over there to keep track of exactly how many hatched versus how many I could keep alive. I have noticed that the retention rate on the ones in there with the substrate and the stick and stuff is much higher than the ones in these cups. These guys have a much harder time surviving, and I'm not sure what it is specifically, if it's humidity, if it's climbing surface. I would assume it's humidity. But yeah, so I want to get as many of these guys into cups just like those ones as soon as possible because they're doing much better. I've only had one loss out of there total, out of all of them. Whereas I've lost probably 40 out of the cups total, which is not ideal. So that's the racking system. And it doesn't take up a ton of space. It's nice.